With Curse of Osiris, we get a few new legendary weapons, and some of them are actually worth taking a look at. So in this video, we're going to go ahead and do just that. We're going to take a look at some of the new legendaries that are worth having. So starting off, we'll talk about the Darkest Before Pulse Rifle. You obtain this from completing Trials of Osiris, and it's pretty damn good. Imagine a full auto Grasp of Malak from Destiny 1. I mean, it's not bad at all, man. It's actually really fun to use. It fits in your energy slot, which is always really nice. Has really good range, decent stability, not great, but altogether it's a solid weapon for both PvE and PvP. And you don't get a lot of those, all-around useful weapons in Destiny very often, so definitely worth checking out if you are a fan of Trials. Next up, we have the Maestro 46 Suros Sniper Rifle. Now this one is on this list for one reason and one reason only, and that's because you can shoot 5 rounds with a high-impact sniper. So this thing comes with triple tap and extended mag. Extended mag, of course, giving you 4 rounds in the magazine. Triple tap, expanding that to potentially 5 rounds before you have to reload, assuming you can land all of your crits. Now the reason that this is important is because the only other high-impact sniper in the game that can have a 5-round magazine is Borealis, which is the PlayStation exclusive exotic sniper. So if you're on Xbox and you want a high-impact sniper that does really good DPS and you can fire 5 rounds before you have to reload, the Maestro 46 is going to be your best bet. This thing is actually really fun, and it actually does feel like a sniper, which is something that not a lot of sniper rifles in Destiny 2 can say. Now the way that you obtain this is by turning in legendary engrams. You can also get it from random loot pulls from the Dirty Old Homeless Chick on Titan, as well as Brother Vance on Mercury, and I believe you can get it from the other vendors as well, but it seems like certain destinations have a higher chance of selling Suros weapons than others. Kind of like the EDZ, you typically always get a Hake weapon, On Titan, you typically always get Suros, so that's probably your best bet for this. You can also get it from the Gunsmith because it is in that general loot pool, so there's another avenue to get that one. Next up, we have the Classical 42 rocket launcher, and I love the flavor text on this. Suros invites you to bring back the classics. Now, for those of you who played Destiny 1, this exact rocket launcher was actually in the game, and it was called the Suros JLB 42. So for them to name this Classical 42, I think that that's pretty funny. It's a nice little Easter egg. And this was actually one of my favorite rocket launchers in Destiny 1. So looking at this thing's perks, we have Cluster Bomb, Alloy Casing, and Implosion Rounds. I like Implosion Rounds just because it gives you a little bit more velocity, gets your projectile there a little bit quicker. We have Quick Launch, Confined Launch, and a Volatile Launch, and just altogether, it's a really good rocket launcher. It's really solid. Has a little bit higher blast radius than something like, say, the Curtain Call that also has cluster bombs, and just a little bit less blast radius than Sins of the Past. So if you don't do the raid and you can't get your hands on a Sins of the Past, this is probably going to be your next best thing. So I would definitely recommend picking this one up. And this one, so far, I've only seen a drop from the Gunsmith, but it could be in some other loot pools as well. You'll just have to keep an eye open for the Classical 42. Definitely a good weapon to have. Next up, we have the Double-Edged Answer, which is the new Vanguard sword. And this one's on this list because it has this perk. Relentless Strikes, landing 3 light attacks. Hits within a short time grants sword ammo. So if you hit 3 consecutive hits, you get 1 hit back, essentially. Now this perk used to be really good. It used to be on the, well, I mean, I guess it still is on the raid sword, but you used to be able to do a heavy attack and it would count as 3 and just constantly give you back ammo, and you basically just have infinite ammo for your sword. It was really handy, really nice. But now that Bungie's nerfed that, I mean, it's still not a bad perk. It's still one of the better perks to have on a sword. But altogether, this thing feels really good. It has a really nice uppercut, heavy attack, and it's just all around a solid sword. I would definitely recommend trying it out if you are so lucky enough to pick one up. Now, another weapon that I don't currently have on me is the new Scout Rifle from the Forge on Mercury. It should be the very first Prophecy tablet that you can complete. Prophecy Verse 1 will give you a high-impact Scout Rifle with Outlaw. It is pretty good. It's kind of like a mini sniper rifle that fits in your kinetic slot. The only reason that I don't have it is because it's not Nameless Midnight, so I put mine into Nameless Midnight almost immediately. But if you do pick one up, it is a good weapon to have, and that is going to bring this video to an end, guys. There's a few other good legendaries out there that I'm not including in this video. Maybe we'll talk about them in the future, and yeah, we'll go from there. We'll see what Bungie's Sandbox update has in store for us tomorrow, and we'll see if any of these weapons go up or go down, and if needed, an addendum to this video will be made. But that's going to bring this video to an end, guys. If you enjoyed it, click like. If you're new to the channel, click subscribe, and if you're already subscribed, I fucking love you. Thank you guys so much for watching, and take care.